What's up everyone, welcome to Kaiza's channel. Today we'll be reviewing the Lightning Striker. Now I apologize for the delay as the shipment along with other items has been delayed, so took a while for this to get here. Now just a little background on this Striker pack is that originally this was a Gundam Seed Mecha art contest back in 2003 and was later on further redesigned by Metal Build to bring you this right here. So without wasting any more time, let's get started. So coming right off box is the one and only layer. You can see on the right side, those black components are all the pieces for the Lightning Strikers. And next to that on the left, you have the white display stand that's not adjustable. And then on the far left are these two transparent flexible supporting arms that's for you to display supporting the Lightning Striker. So let's put them together and see how it is. Since this Lightning Striker pack, as you can see from the unboxing, there's actually lots of components to it. So before we put them together, I'd like to show you from right out of the box all the way to how I put them all together. So you can just see how each part goes to where. So here we have is the centerpiece, which feels very light. I doubt there is any metal components here. As I can see, there isn't any. But the paint jobs are looking really great. Especially on the metallic blue right here. So first we have to put the energy tank, these ones, onto here. So you slide them in like this. And you do that for both sides. Then we take these composite weapon pods and then put them on as well. Now these are a little bit heavier. It seems like there's a metal right here on the side. But aside from that, doesn't seem like there's any metal on it. So you put it onto here according to the instructions right here. It's a little tight, like this. And then same goes for the other side. So it's coming into form and looking really big. And then you take this piece and put it right here on this shoulder looking piece. Okay. And then you put this weapon onto it. Now this piece right here, it's actually different from the other side, so just make sure that you get the correct one and then put it on. Now I'm going to show you later how to identify which is which later on, but as for now, I'm going to put it on first. Now here's the other side. It looks a little bit different. You got this tip here that's not there on the other side. And also the handle, it's a little bit different as well. Let's put this on this piece first before we put it on. And here we go. So after having a quick look of the Lightning Striker, now I have to put the two front energy tank back to where it belongs because this is now how it should be. I just put it out in the front because just to show you how they look on the video. Now let's put them back where they belong. So turn it around. In here with the little joint. Turn on this little joint all the way to the back. And you can see this here, it should go to where this slot is. Goes like this, and then it should lock it into place. Like this. So same goes for the other side. Twist right here. And then lock it into place. And then this is how it's supposed to look like. Now the look of this is more like a submarine than an actual plane, but regardless of what it is, it looks amazing. You have the overall semi-gloss very dark blue color followed by a very nice metallic blue as well. There are also yellow decals and clear parts around it. That makes it look really good according to the theme, but I find the yellow is a little bit pale. Too pale that they actually should really spike it up quite a bit to fit the lightning theme to it. As you may have seen earlier when we put this together, the two composite weapon pods on the side are only held by a movable joint, and these two pods itself are actually heavier than the body. So when displaying it, be sure to use those flexible supporting arms to share the weight. Anyways, enough of that, let's combine this with the strike first for the look, and then we'll go through the gimmicks. So starting with the lightning strike pack, you have to turn it over and remove these parts that later goes onto the strike's arm. Same goes for the other side. At the top, unlock this part right here, and then swing the entire energy part all the way down like this. Turn this around, and this piece right here, swing it back and pull this chest piece all the way up like that. And as for here, they're the connecting parts. And now to dock onto the strike. Now you have to take off the antenna. Otherwise you cannot put this downwards. And then push this backwards to lock the chest piece into place. Just like that. And then put the antenna back on. And that's it with the top part. As for the remaining piece, just put it onto the side of the arms and you're done. So here it is, the combined lightning striker. Now it looks extremely cool, unlike any other strike packs. This one totally changes the entire look of the strike. But a couple of things you have to notice is that during the docking of the chest piece, you need to actually remove the antenna from the strike's head in order to put the piece over the head. Now this isn't so much of an issue for the strike as you can actually take off the antenna, but for the Astray such as the blue frame and also the gold frame, this creates an issue where you have to take the entire head off in order to mount this, which is a very great inconvenience, and you have to remove the head every single time when you mount or unmount this piece. So they really should have made it so that the chest piece can come off completely without the need of removing the head. Now technically this can be done, but it has to be done forcefully remove it from the movable joints, but that is not the intended design for this, so use this method only when you really have to. Another thing to point out is that when mounting to the back, do take a note which connecting joints that you're using, because this striker pack can actually dock to both the strike and also the S-tray on its own without the need of the converters. Just like you see here, if it's the T shape, that's for the strike, and if it's the I shape, that's the connector for the S-tray. So just double check before you dock onto it. Okay, let's go through the gimmicks, as there's actually quite a bit here. Starting with the easiest one are these weapons that are mounted on the arms. They actually can combine into a long barrel cannon. Take the two pieces off from the arm and you'll notice that the two pieces are actually a little bit different from each other. The shorter piece with the side connecting piece is the back of the barrel cannon, and the other longer one without the side piece is the front of it. Connecting them together in the center, and then pull the back piece and the front piece outwards, and finally turn the handles, and the barrel cannon is complete. But that's not all there is to it. You can also pull the handle with the red cable from the energy tank to connect to the back of the cannon so that it provides energy to it. And also, this is as long as the red cable can go. You can also pull this sensor unit out just a bit from the composite weapon parts as well. And that's it with this form. Now moving on to the second form, the high density energy weapon mode. So turn the connecting joints on the energy tank all the way to the front. And on the side joints, you can turn it 180 so that two energy tanks are facing forward right on the side of the waist. As for the side composite weapon part, you need to turn this upwards, and then turn this part all the way back so that the back is now facing forward. So for the sake of viewing, I'm tilting it forward so that you can see it clearly. So right now you open this up like a wing, but right here be careful that you're going to scrape that. I'm not going to pull it all the way out yet. And then you need to tilt this, turn this on the side. Again, be careful on the joints. All the way to the side. So the wings are at the side now. And then this head, you need to turn this. To the front, like this. Just be careful when you're turning that you need to pull it onto the joints near where the wings was. And then same goes on the other side. Open this wing. I think on this side I'll turn this piece first to make things easier. Just like this. And lastly is the tail, where you split this up and then you turn it 180. Be careful with this part, like that. And that's it. And here it is. Now this mode looks really awesome. With all the barrels to the front, it actually has the IWSP feel to it, only this one is so much better. With the weapons to the front, the strike does actually stand a little bit better than what it used to, but still, I do suggest you still use the arms for safety purpose. Another reason why this pack is really good, like I mentioned before, is that this actually has the built-in connector joints for both the strike and also the S-tray, so you don't really need to rely on the converter's backpack to connect to this piece, which is really convenient. And in order to do this with the S-tray, you must first change the connector on the backpack as well as on the arm holder. You can see that within the arm piece there's actually two different poles. The top one is for the strike and bottom is for the S-tray. Once those are changed, it's just a matter of putting it onto the S-tray. Now just be careful when putting it on, you need to remove the head completely in order for you to put the chest on. And here it is, connected to the blue frame. If you actually watch my other strike pack reviews, you know that I don't really like how they connect the sword and launcher striker onto the Astray. But for this one, it looks perfect. And I don't have any complaints whatsoever on this. And I actually think it actually looks a little bit better on the blue frame. What do you guys think? As for the stand, it's actually very simple. You got the base of the display stand and also the supporting arms that's not adjustable. On the side of the display stand, there are these holes that you can put the transparent flexible supporting arms onto those holes. And needless to say, those flexible transparent arms you can move at those joints that you see right there. And that's it. As for conclusion, what do I think about this piece? I must have to say that within all the strike packs currently out in the metal build, this is by far the best out of all. This piece is definitely a must get for the strike. Not only does it look cool on itself as a plane, but also when it's combined, it looks freaking amazing. And to top off of that, all those gimmicks with the weapon pods and also the long barrel cannon, it definitely beats all other striker packs. And I definitely don't have any complaints to it. And with that, there is no other choice than to give this a 10 out of 10. So grab yours fast if you didn't pre-order it. Now I would go as far as to say that the striker pack can easily replace the Owl Striker backpack to form the perfect strike, which is exactly what I did here. And check it out. That's it for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed it and find it useful. Also let me know in the comments below about this video new style where I walk through slowly on the transformation, or you like my old style better where I simply fast forward a short segment of me transforming everything without going through them. And I'll greatly appreciate your feedback on this. As always, do support me by hitting that like button and also subscribe to my channel for more videos. I'll see you guys next time. Thank you for watching.